In a developing country such as India, vulnerability assessment is considered as an important exercise to develop suitable adaptation projects and programs. While climate vulnerability assessments for various states and districts already exist, the states and districts cannot be compared to each other as the framework used for assessment are different, thereby limiting decision-making capabilities at the policy and administrative levels. This necessitated an assessment using a common vulnerability framework.
This is important for prioritizing adaptation investments, developing adaptation programs, adaptation projects, and their implementation. So vulnerability assessment is one of the first steps in developing adaptation programs, projects, and schemes.
Keeping this requirement in mind, Department of Science and Technology or DST and Swiss Agency for Development and Cooperation or SDC supported the development of a common framework for vulnerability assessment for the Himalayan region based on the latest Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change or IPCC Assessment Report 5.
This project was extended to all the 28 states and 7 union territories. Now the work has been completed and we hope that the results that have come out from these assessments will go a long way to help the state government initiating climate action at the local level.
The common framework, along with a manual to apply the framework, was developed by IIT Guwahati, IIT Mandi, and the Indian Institute of Science or IISc, and applied to the Indian Himalayan region involving all 12 states in consultation and capacity building process. The exercise taken up for the Himalayan region has led to several positive developments like prioritizing and implementing climate change adaptation actions.
When it comes to implementation, there should be a nexus between center, state and user community. Of course, decision makers, government policies have to play a very important role in that. So in totality, holistically, if we see, it's a big chain. We have started the action. Now we have to see how the action is completed with other players in the ballgame.
The effort has been rolled out under the National Mission for Sustaining the Himalayan Ecosystem or NMSHE, one of the 2 national missions on climate change that DST is implementing. This national level vulnerability report has identified 8 states in India as highly vulnerable to climate change. The states Jharkhand, Mizoram, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Assam, Bihar, Arunachal Pradesh and West Bengal, mostly in the eastern part of the country, would require prioritization of adaptation interventions.
Vulnerability scores of all the districts or all the states in India, they lie within a very small range. What we find is that in Assam, Bihar and Jharkhand, in these 3 states, more than 60% districts of these 3 states, they are in the category of highly vulnerable districts.
It helped develop an all-India district-level current climate vulnerability profile, identification of states with a large number of highly vulnerable districts and major drivers of vulnerability in the districts. All India vulnerability maps are prepared. The report also indicates that all states must deal with concerns related to vulnerability.
The participants who were nominated by the government departments worked with us closely in developing the vulnerability profiles of their states and districts. And in the process, this led to hands-on training and also capacity building of the participants. And today, if they wish to, they can even conduct the vulnerability assessment within their own state at multiple scales, such as district, block, village, etc., depending upon the state's need and the priorities.
Adaptation projects can be planned, seeking funding support from various national and international sources. State Action Plan for Climate Change or SAPCCs can be revised by providing actionable information and helping in prioritizing sectors and areas, identifying drivers of vulnerability. It will contribute to reporting under Paris Agreement and help planning and implementation of National Adaptation Plan, monitoring and evaluating them, formulating policies and programs, and enhancing resilience of socio-economic and ecological systems. So what does the Vulnerability Assessment Report hold for the future?
The assessments can further be used for India's reporting on the nationally determined contributions, these NDCs, under the Paris Agreement. And finally, these assessments will support India's National Action Plan on Climate Change. This is because they provide an evaluation framework and a basis for the formulation of policies, of plans and programs for socioeconomic systems and ecological regions at risk.
This report could in future lead to development of common framework, methodology and guidelines for an overall risk assessment of all states to enable robust adaptation planning for the entire country.